Hello everyone, welcome to Late Night Meditation. I'm Klint, very glad to be online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. So hello, Peepam, hello Nini, Kirk, Mom and Dad, as well as everyone watching from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, as it's always wonderful and a great time to come together and meditate. And sometimes we don't have as much time to meditate together all the time. So whatever time we get, it's a wonderful time. The important thing is each time we meditate together, it's a time for us to really unwind, let go, relax. So for some of you, you might be brand new to meditation, and I would like to tell you, meditation is very, very simple. It's not as difficult as some people may feel it is. You might have tried many different apps, and it seemed okay for a bit, and then you feel stuck or just can't go on. In truth, you're already doing fine, but we have this thing called expectation that ends up holding us back. So, as you meditate, one thing to remember is just relax. That's the first thing. When you relax, allow yourself to be at ease. Everything will fall into place. And sometimes it feels funny, like, why do I have to wait? Why do I have to do this and that? But it's the truth. That's what we need to do. To learn how to take our time rather than rush through everything. And nowadays, the world is always moving very fast. We're always rushing to the next thing, this, then that, and this, then that. Oh, so we're always tired, trying to catch up. When in truth, take a moment to just be at ease. Everything will fall into place. You'll be able to go step by step, move forward, and even become more efficient in your other activities and work. So, one thing to do is take your time. You totally deserve it. You work so hard every day, and it's time to let your mind take a break. Have that rest. You deserve it. So, as we meditate, number one, relax. Be at ease. After that, then we have our mind calm down and have a gentle focus. It's not extreme focus or anything like that. It's more like when you watch TV. Why we can stare at that box for hours, not moving a muscle, but we're focused and comfortable because you have that perfect balance. And that's the balance we need when we meditate. Just relaxation and awareness. So as we practice, take your time and you'll feel it easily go inward. So let me say hello to a few people who just came in. Hello, Kelly. Hi, Pat. Hello, Deb. And hello, Witch Upon. Thank you for joining here on Zoom, as well as all of you who are watching from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So as we practice together, remember, relax. If you don't remember anything I say, remember, relax. Meditation is not supposed to feel like work. It's supposed to feel like a mini vacation. So, if you feel tense, feel uncomfortable, adjust. Be at ease. And once you're ready, we can continue. So, to start off, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And let us gently close your eyes, taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air, and breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable, take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, let it go. Forget about it. Allow yourself to simply experience, letting yourself be a child again. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan. Relaxing, starting from the top of your head, relaxing your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids, very gently closing them, as if you are about to go to sleep. Letting your eyelids fall very gently, very lightly, like a feather falling on the still water. And allow the relaxation to flow down to your neck, releasing and relaxing all the muscles in your neck, letting it loosen and lighten, being completely relaxed. Allow that relaxation to flow down to your shoulders, allowing the muscles to just be at ease. No tension, no pressure. As the relaxation flows down to your arms, down to the tips of your fingers, and relaxing your chest, your abdomen, and your back, slowly going down your back, one vertebra at a time. Feel like you are getting a massage, releasing, relieving, and relaxing all the muscles in your back. As the relaxation flows down to your legs, helping every muscle feel comfortable and relaxed. And just feel your entire body completely relaxed, completely comfortable, feeling like you can sit like this forever or for as long as you'd like. As we know, the first step is relaxation, allowing your body to feel comfortable. While it seems like a very basic step, it's actually very important to allow yourself to relax. Relaxation is not being lazy or just flopping over. It's actually practicing letting go of our discomforts, starting with physical, all these things we have to deal with. As our body gets nice and comfortable, your mind will follow. Then your mind will begin to let go also, letting go of all those extra thoughts, little by little. So that's why we start off relaxation, allowing ourselves to be at ease rather than forcing ourselves to relax. To relax and to let go, it cannot be done if you force. We must be light and gentle and allow it to simply float away on its own. So once you relax, we move on to the next step, consciousness or focus. We visualize our meditation object floating at our center. The object can be anything, whatever feels comfortable to you. I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. But you can use anything. Whatever feels right to you is perfect. And we visualize this object or image floating at our center in the Dhammakaya technique or middle way technique. The center is in the middle of your abdomen, 2 finger widths above navel level. This is your center of gravity, the absolute center of your body. Do not be too concerned with the exact location. Just let your mind visualize where it feels most comfortable to you. Whether you visualize in front of you, behind you, beside you, or inside you. Wherever it feels right is perfect. Because at first, we let our mind slow down and rest, and eventually your mind becomes calm and peaceful, and then it will naturally move to the right location. No need to push, no need to pull. Just let it be, letting yourself be right here, right now. There's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to think about. Right now is our mini vacation to allow both body and mind to take a break, to feel at ease. As little by little, as we let our mind stay with our one thing, our meditation object, our mind starts to let go of everything else. And little by little, all the extra thoughts start to dissipate, becoming fewer and fewer, until eventually your mind lets go of everything, and your mind is at ease in a truly quiet, calm place. And in this calmness, there is clarity, and that clarity continues to expand from within you to outside. But no rush. Take your time. Sometimes we unintentionally try too hard. We try to rush, try to attain inner peace in one sitting. When you try too hard, even though it's for a good reason, it ends up becoming a block, something that holds you back. So instead, just allow yourself to experience. There's no need for any expectation. Just enjoying this time, relaxing with our friends. But if your mind begins to wander, as it naturally does, no need to beat yourself up about it. It is normal. Our mind likes to think. And right now, we're practicing to help our mind slow down, take a break. Just like exercise, it's great to exercise. But if you don't take a time to break or time to rest, your body will not recover. Meditation is that recovery. While our mind loves to think, thinking is like exercise. So our meditation is a way to help us refresh, regenerate, recuperate. That way we continue to strengthen the mind, just like how exercise strengthens the body. So take your time. Be at ease. But if you find yourself wandering so much, another tool we use is a mantra. A mantra is a sound, a word or phrase, something that helps us come back to our center. The mantra we like to use, Samma Arahant Samma Arahant Samma Arahant. You can repeat this mantra in your mind as many times as you'd like, or use your own mantra, word or phrase. For example, relax, relájate, sabay, clear and bright. Use your mantra and your meditation object as your tools to help calm and soothe your mind, and to bring your mind back to your center, back to your object. Samma Arahant Samma Arahant. Samma Arahant. Now, let us continue in silence, letting your mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Arahang Samma Arahang Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room, then filling the city and the surrounding cities. Spread it out far and wide, filling the state and the surrounding states, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world and out throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know. To all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Buddha Parapata Pache Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanchate Jainarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapabuddha Nupavena Sapadhamma Nupavena Sapasangha Nupavena Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time, no rush, as we slowly come back, can do a little stretch, a few deep breaths if you like. How's everyone doing? Feel free to type in the chat or turn on your mic if you like. Or for those on Zoom, a reaction is great. Thank you, Mom. See the thumbs up? All right, great, Kelly. Oh, okay, thank you, Witchupon. She says, I love it, thanks. You're very welcome. So, notice how you feel right now. That's the important thing. When we finish meditation, that's the time to realize and notice. All right, more thumbs up from Peep Bam and even palms from Anna Maria. Thank you for joining. The reason is because when we practice, sometimes we're looking for results and we push ourselves too much. As I mentioned during meditation, this happens to both beginners and those who have meditated for years. Because when you start off and when you start meditating, we meditate because we want to get away from something, or at least get back to calm. And yes, that is something that will happen. But if you try to force yourself to get to calm, it's not going to happen. Kind of like if you want to, I guess if you want something to push into the water, but it's a floating device, the more you push, it's just going to bounce right back up. Instead, just leave it as it is. It'll be just fine. All of our thoughts, our worries, concerns, leave them be first. When it's time to meditate, allow yourself to be at peace, to get that clarity that I mentioned. When you gain that clarity, your mind is able to see what you need to do, be able to work out what needs to happen. As I know many of you have had that experience, when you meditate and something you were trying to figure out earlier suddenly comes to mind. While it's great that these thoughts come to mind during meditation, it's not good to keep thinking about them. So one thing I recommend is if it's something that comes to mind and you're like, oh, I can use this. It's a good idea to have a note and paper, a paper and pen, write it down, jot it down, put the paper down, and go back to meditation instead of continually thinking it out. Then you're not meditating anymore. Now you're just sitting and thinking. And it's a very common misunderstanding because in the English dictionary, meditation means to think, to contemplate. But the act of meditating is not to think. Isn't that interesting? And when we finally stop thinking, everything we want, everything we need comes to us. All the answers we're looking for starts to flow in. Oh, little by little. And many times it starts off with little habits, little bits of wisdom that helps you. For example, many people who meditate tend to become healthier. Meditators tend to be happier. They tend to let go easier than most people. So you see, little by little, these little good habits start to come. And what we call it in the Dhammakaya is that it's our inner wisdom coming out. Our inner wisdom teaching us, helping us realize, oh yeah, why don't I do this? So many times you'll start to feel that and allow it to happen. And you'll see all the wonderful benefits start to flow in. They don't really flow like a river, but they'll come by trickling in little by little. And it starts to grow and grow. So for today, before we go into questions, I have a quote for you all, as today is the last day of January, and tomorrow starts the month of love. You know, February is the month that everyone just tends to think of Valentine's Day and love in general. So when we have to think about love, one thing to remember is you really have to love yourself. Okay? Now, loving yourself is different from being selfish. It's a very easy misunderstanding. Oh, I just love myself, but it doesn't mean to be selfish. To love oneself means to purify oneself and to be happy at all times. Because if you are happy at all times, you are truly loving yourself because you're not allowing your negative emotions to burn you from within. I know you had this feeling before. When you get angry or frustrated, you feel hot, you feel warm, the temperature goes up. it's like you're burning yourself with that emotion, that feeling. So instead, if you really love yourself, we practice letting go, keeping that cool, calm, relaxing air within us. And little by little, continually moving forward rather than taking steps backward. As moving forward can be allowing yourself to relax, giving yourself time to sharpen your axe. As if you remember another story I've told you guys. Sometimes we work and work and just hack away. The axe becomes dull. We can't really cut down a tree. But we need time to sharpen that axe, sharpen that blade, and then it can work as before. And meditation is a great way to sharpen your axe and a great way to help you strengthen your skills and get that peace that you need that helps you continue to further get better and better. So, as always, does anyone have any questions or wonders or comments? Feel free to type in the chat or turn on your mic if you'd like. Also, I'm wondering, do you guys have I want to change up the background while we have late night. That way we can have some fun with it. And I want it to be where you guys get to choose where we go. So that's why if you see on Facebook, I posted on my Facebook and my Instagram, where would you like to meditate? If you could go anywhere without really moving, just where would you be? And then I'll start to switch up my background to one of those things. So just so we can have a little bit of fun at the same time.
It'd be fun to meditate in space.
In space. Okay. That's a good idea. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah.
Or it'd be fun to meditate like near water.
Okay. So space, water. Okay, I'm typing these out. Yeah, we can switch off. I'll probably do something where I'll move it around every day. Maybe I could probably do it later. Eventually. First, I gotta find a good background. And yeah, thank you for the suggestions. Any questions or wonders today? Oh, and I had to say hello, Darawan, and hello, Chintana, for joining in also. It's always great to see you guys.
I have a question,
Mm-hmm.
Donkey. First of all, I want to thank you for leading us in this wonderful meditation. And, is memory like while we're meditating, is it somehow involved in there in our meditation? That's why sometimes, like, we find answers to questions or we remember where something is that we couldn't find.
Yes, very good question. As our master taught us, our memory, our thought, cognition all become one. Because within our mind, in the Dhammakaya technique, the mind is a sphere. This is what it will eventually look like. As many of you may have, that's why we call it the Dhamma sphere, the sphere of wisdom. And our mind is like that. It's just when we tap into it and start to have our mind be calm, clear, peaceful, we're able to rewind. We're able to understand things that sometimes we didn't realize were understandable at the time. But sometimes it's also wisdom that comes from age or experience. And we start to look back and go, oh, I can fix this. I know a way how to do this. At the same time, for example, in Buddhism, we believe that if you go in deeper, you can see past lifetimes. This is something that the Buddha did. And by doing that, you can see your past mistakes and even how to fix it, or different ways that you have went through it. So it's this is just as you go through meditation, let's just say for the first part, is that your thoughts, your cognition, how you think, your memories, they're all in that one spot. And it's practicing to collect it into this one spot, letting it be still, peaceful. And that's why things that we thought were in our subconscious come out. Things we didn't think we were thinking about come out. And it gives us an answer. And many times it's because since that Dhamma sphere or really that inner wisdom, is you yourself. You already know everything about you. As you go inward, you get to learn more about you rather than just going by. So it's actually why we get all these experiences and why we have these thoughts come to mind and go, oh, there's the answer. Okay. Yes, Kelly.
Based on what you said, what would the difference be besides good and bad? The difference between a hindrance and an awareness?
Ah, that's a very good question. Now, it can easily, oh, just as I mentioned a few weeks back, or actually just last week, I talked about it almost every day, where as we meditate more and more, suddenly the little things start to bother us. And you're like, why is that now bothering me? It didn't bother me before because of having more awareness. Now, when the awareness comes, the awareness is that it has us aware of what's going on more. It's kind of like when you're able to zoom in on like a microscope. You start off from a low setting so you can see the big picture, and then you zoom in little by little. Our awareness is like zooming in, but into multiple places. So at first it seems like, whoa, it can be feeling sometimes overwhelming at first because you're like, wow, what is going on? I notice everything. But at first it's like that. If you get your mind to be calm again, little by little, just like you did before, then it no longer becomes that hindrance. The hindrances, that's what's funny about as we go in deeper. It's like a test within a test within a test within a test as we go in. So, so as we practice, that's why we still do the basics just as before. Basics of relaxation and awareness. As we go deeper, still relaxation and awareness, but at a more refined level. Kind of like, ah, suppose archery, all right? Bow and arrow. You learn how to shoot. At first, it's just, can't quite do it. After you know how to shoot, okay, great. Now you're an expert at 10 feet. Then after that, okay, how do I get deeper or stronger? Okay, you move it to 15. Now you're missing the target. So you do the same thing, same basics. Practice again, and then you're able to hit the bullseye. Now you're an expert at 15 feet. Then you want to get better. Just like going into meditation, you go deeper and deeper. It's moving that target, allowing us to notice more and also be able to do more. But it does still need the same basics as we go in deeper. Yes.
Not to be argumentative, it didn't seem to answer the question, though, about the difference between a hindrance and an
Oh,
awareness.
sorry.
Um,
Yes, you're right. So,
are you laughing at me? And truly, I'm trying to understand. I'm
no,
not.
no, you're right. So,
Oh, okay.
okay, so what I'm trying to say is that when it's a hindrance, it's more so it pulls your mind toward it rather than awareness, just
Like an
knowing.
awareness,
Say again?
like an awareness does the same thing.
Yes. Now, the thing is that awareness is that kind of like when you go to the beach and you look out at the scenery, you're aware of everything. You can see it all and just take it in. Ah, it's nice.
Not using words or anything.
Yeah,
It's
not needing to use it. It's
a
just,
feeling. It's a,
yes. But it becomes a hindrance when you start to focus in on everything. So that's what I was trying to explain. So if you're focusing on everything, that's when it becomes a hindrance and it ends up holding you back because now that's what I call trying too hard.
that I understand. That a distraction, a hindrance
Hmm.
would hold back from going further,
Exactly.
where an awareness will actually allow you to go further.
Perfect.
One is holding you back from going further and keeping you in the same place. The other is allowing you to go forward.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay.
It's in many ways it is kind of the same kind of feeling. And also hindrances. There are many forms. We're just talking about the awareness in which how awareness can become a hindrance. Indeed.
Right. Well, no, no, no. I don't say aware. Well,
If
I,
you
I
focus too
see there's
much,
it's a
yeah.
difference. an awareness to me is different than a hindrance. I don't know if I'm splitting hairs, but I wouldn't put a hindrance in the same category as awareness, and I also wouldn't say that. Well, one. I'm sorry. I am gonna be quiet now.
No, it's okay, Kelly. I totally understand. For example, in the Dhammakai technique, we like to tell people to visualize brightness, as I'm sure sometimes you may have experienced where brightness appears. It just comes on its own. And the thing is, the brightness is nice. It's a good thing. But if you get too stuck to looking at brightness, it becomes a hindrance. Just like the awareness, how awareness is wonderful. You get that feeling of, okay, I know what's going on. But then when you nitpick on every single thing, now it's a hindrance instead of allowing you
Yeah.
to get back to still.
I
And
mean,
that's the
to
fine
be to
line.
be open and really honest, I have something that's come up, and it's my ego, and I realize that I'm doing the right thing, but I'm doing it from ego, and man, I am struggling with this just uh, terribly. And so that's why I bring up hindrance versus awareness.
Same with this. When it comes to doing goodness, even if it starts with ego, it's still a good thing. Little by little, that ego will start to loosen. It takes time. It's
This
not.
one's got a grip.
Oh, yeah. Like we hear Gorilla Glue is strong. That's nothing to
I
to
mean,
this.
I can see why they start young children or young people out in something like this. Is they don't have so many things to get over
Hmm.
uh, to move on. Thank you for your time. I appreciate that.
Oh no, very very good questions. Thank you, Kelly. And yeah, it's actually something that we're all working on. Everyone in different levels, different spectrum. And sometimes we feel like it's a little thing that I'm pretty good at it. When in truth, it might be very, very high, but just not aware of it yet. And it's okay. You're aware of it, and then little by little, we work on it. Little by little. Our master's master, Kunyai, she was the founder of the Dhammakai Temple in Thailand.
Yeah.
She had no formal education, but she was the master to everyone. And one thing she always told us is, no, if you can fix one bad habit in your lifetime, just one bad habit in your entire lifetime, it was worth it to live. Because, you know, everything, all of our habits are kind of who we are. Our good habits, great, keep it up, keep making it better. Our bad habits, do your best to get rid of as best you can.
That's a
Because,
wise woman.
yes, absolutely. So she would always have so many wonderful words of wisdom, which I do share in this class also here and there. And this is from someone with no education. So we can see, but she was an amazing meditator. If you remember Long Bu, our great master, she was his number one student. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
this just shows wisdom from within. It's real. It's just that we have to really allow ourselves to tap in and not force yourself. Take your time. And
But it's like you wake up in the morning, you want to meditate, but you don't want to. I know meditation is good, but man, I don't want to meditate this morning. I'm sleepy. Blah 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 blah. I I guess it's different than force, but I get up and I do it, and
mhm,
I think of the words, the not forcing, and sometimes I go, what the heck is going on here? I have to be determined, I guess, not force. But
mhm,
anyway, it's fun.
yes, diligent in the practice, good. But once you practice, not to force. So, for example, you can force yourself to get up to do it. Get it,
Yeah.
it's time to meditate. But then when it's time to meditate, take your time.
Right. Thank you very much. I hope I didn't. Thank you.
No, you brought up a lot of things that I'm sure many of the viewers and those who are here were able to, oh, yeah, that's something I thought about too. Thank you so much.
Yes, it's true, Callie. Sometimes I feel like that too. Sometimes I just don't want to meditate, but I've heard that those are the times when we really should.
Have
right?
breakthroughs, yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
They're not alone.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is just why it's so great that we get to do this together. We get to practice together. Even myself, I'm not a master. Not yet. I'm working on it too. But I'm so very glad that I get to share this with you all and get to practice more with you all. That way, not only you get to practice, I get some more practice also. All right. Then, oh, so as February is now coming up, of course, we're going to have our full moon. It will be on, let's see here, on the 16th. And Venerable Daniel will be leading us again. So the great thing is they switch off, Venerable Daniel, then Venerable Jackie. And February, he'll be coming in for the full moon, which is on the 16th. So this same Zoom room at 7 p.m. Mountain and 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you guys can mark your calendars, get ready to join, as it'll be a great time for us to remember to love ourselves before we can love others. As a great way to show yourself love is to get some time for peace. And it's always great when we get to meditate with Venerable Daniel. And of course, coming here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for our late night meditation. Oh, on that note, this Friday I'm not entirely sure if I will be on, but this
No?
Wednesday I will be. The reason for Friday is because I have to go get a little dental work. So I might be here, but not streaming. Maybe just chat with you guys in like pain, you know. But well, I probably won't be streaming that day. But if it ends up being okay, I'll find out by about noon Pacific or 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern. If you see a link show up, then I'll probably do the stream as usual. Or you can join on Zoom. I'll definitely be on Zoom just to chat, hang out, try to meditate together. But if I'm in pain, I probably will not be streaming it and we'll just enjoy it together.
Have you ever heard of the toothache plant?
Toothache plant? No. What is that?
It's a plant from the old days, and then they sell it in gardening places here. But they used to use it. They chew on it, and it numbs the gum or the teeth.
Oh,
Hence the toothache.
yeah. I'm having a root canal. So,
Ouch.
indeed. So, yeah, now you feel my pain. Or the pain I'll probably be having. But we'll see. At least let you guys know. As at first Wednesday was going to be cut off, but Wednesday I'll still be here, and then Friday we'll see. But at least here on Zoom I will join, either saying sorry we're not meditating, or to hang out and talk, or we will meditate. So just give you guys a heads up, and thank you all. So before you all go, I'd like to give you a blessing. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into the light in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. And so thank you again, everyone, for joining here on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. And remember, a smile a day.
Dr.
No, a smile a day keeps the stress away. Okay, everyone.
Will your dentist have a steady hand that day?
Oh, he's very well recommended. I'm very sure it'll be fine. Thank you. So take care, everyone. See you guys Wednesday.
Thank you, Long Fit Time.